Hello and welcome to the NR2003 Genshin Impact League. So, we're going to be doing a NASCAR Racing 2003 season, but with Genshin Impact characters. Now, obviously, there's only 42 drivers that can race. So, I chose 42 5-star characters. I've made every 5-star character that's in Genshin Impact in this game. And I talked to some friends, and we've chosen on 42 of them that will be racing in this league. So, as you can see here, we're going to be going through all of the cars, the numbers, and what characters are going to be driving what. So, you guys will know who is who when we get into the races, because obviously we won't be able to tell. So, let's get into it. The number one car will be driven by none other than Jianyun, Cloud Retainer. So we have Jian Yun, and obviously all of these characters have different ratings. Now, I made sure all of their ratings have, besides pit crew, because we're not really going to be doing long enough races for pit crews to be used, but for vehicle and driver, their minimum is 80. For every single driver, the minimum number is 80, except for consistency, because that doesn't really matter as much. But the maximum is completely random for every driver. And besides consistency, the minimum number is 80 for every single driver. So basically, everyone's ratings are pretty close. So it's going to be pretty random, which I think is very exciting because anyone can win any race. But we'll see what happens. So the number one car will be driven by Shan Yun. Number two, Mona. So Mona Magistus. Obviously, the last names will be their actual character names because that will be the name that shows up in all the leaderboards and things. First name, you'll just have the first initial. So yeah, here's Mona driving the number 2 car. Granny Eatstily, C. Lolly, will be driving the number 3 car. Shenhe, one of Jianyun's kids, the Adeptus. Shenhe will be driving the number 4 car. Madame Demoiselle Navia, the leader of Poisson. So she will be driving the number 5 car. The Dendro Archon Nahida will be driving the number 6 car. As you can see, I've tried to match up characters and their paint schemes. So obviously, Dendro Green, Nahida I put as the number 6 car. Shilonen would be driving the number 8 car from Natlan. Ayaka will be driving the number 9 car. And while we're on Kamisato Ayaka, let's go down to the number 79 car of Ayato, the 79. Same exact paint scheme as Ayaka, but I thought since they are siblings, it would be perfect to match up their paint schemes and numbers. So Ayaka and Ayato will be driving the same paint scheme, just different number. So next up is Arataki Ito, the 00 car. This is definitely a paint scheme he'd rock. Number 02, Chlorand, leader of the tabletop troop. So we got Chlorand in the Twitch car. She'd definitely be streaming that. The number 10 car of Master Jean, Mondstadt's leader. We love Jean. Number 11, Raiden Shogun, driving the 11 FedEx car, which was driven by Denny Hamlin. A lot of people view him as a villain. So will Raiden turn into a villain in this series? We'll find out. The number 14 car of Barbados Venti, the Animo Archon. Maybe he'll be too drunk to even race. We'll find out. Number 16 of Dia, representing the Eremites from the Sumeru Desert. Number 18, one of the main sages of the academia, Al Haytham. Number 20, we have Chiori. She loves to design outfits. She might be able to use that ability to have her win some races. I have no idea. But hey, she might be good at road courses. Number 21 of Ganyu, the other child of Cloud Retainer alongside Shenhe. So there's Ganyu. Number 23, we have Risley, the leader of the Fortress of Meripede. Number 24, we have Mualani. She'll be riding Sharky, probably, alongside the car. And then number 26, Arlecchino. driving this hot Doritos car. Number 27, we have Yelan from Leeway. She'll be looking to get some dubs this season. Number 33, the Fairy Tale car, driven by Yoimiya. She'd 100% drive this car too. She'd love to rep Fairy Tale. She'd be a big fan. Number 36 will be driven by Nilu. Number 37 by Kutching, the Roku car. She's always working. She'll be working in the car, trying to get multiple wins. Number 40 will be driven by Albedo. The real Albedo, by the way, not the fake Albedo. He'd probably try to blow up the racetrack. Number 41 will be driven by Tainari, the Forest Ranger himself. Number 43 will be driving by Kokomi, Sangonomiya Kokomi, leader of Watatsumi Island. Next up, Yai Miko, driving the number 44 car, like a weeb car. She'd love this as well. She'd definitely drive this car. And number 53, driven by the Geo Archon, Zhang Li. Ready to take some names. And the Hydro Archon, the number 56, driven by Fossilor Farina. Hell yeah. Definitely a fan favorite in this. Number 60 will be driven by Zhao. And number 74, the Hydro Dragon himself, Nuvolette. We get to the high numbers here. The number 76 car, the Joker car, driven by Wanderer, definitely fit. This Joker car definitely fits Wanderer. So that's what he will be driving. We talked about this. The 79 car, driven by Kamisato Ayato. Number 80, driven by Kaidahara Kazuha. Hell yeah. He's going to go with the wind, and hopefully the wind will take him to the front in the winner's circle. Number 82 car, driven by the Mahamatra Sino. Ready for some TCG, that's for sure. Number 84, driven by Chaska, the Flower Feather Clan star pupil. The number 87 car, Hu Tao, the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The number 91 car, driven by Emily. And then the number 72 car, driven by Eula. And now the last two, the 93 car, driven by the Pyro Archon, Mawika. Definitely a favorite to look out for every race. She will be fast. She's used to driving motorcycles. And finally, the last car in the field, the 39 car, driven by the Magician, Linny, representing Fontaine and the House of the Hearth, alongside Arlecchino. But that is your field. My only, I guess you just have to learn who's driving what car, because I got this all memorized already somehow. But yeah, and so these are all the characters in this league, all of the cars, the numbers, paint schemes, and everything. So before we get the season started, let's have a practice race. And I have chosen the practice race to be in Chicagoland. So let's get to it. I'll see you at the track. Okay, and qualifying has been completed. We are about to start the race. You can see the qualifying results here on the left. Kutching and Chaska on the front row. Mawika, Nuvolette third and fourth. Sino, Eula, Yaimiko, Shenhe, Yelan, and Seat Lali will round out the top 10. Here are the drivers will be coming from the back. Mualani, Kokomi, Linny, Alhaitham, Yoimiya. Here we go. The start of the race here. Green flag is out in our practice race before the season. Kutching out in front, Chaska in second. I have to get used to the camera angles. I'm pulling a fox right now. Chaska dives down low. She'll be side by side with Kutching. Ooh, Nuvolette touched the wall right there. Chaska will lead the first lap of the race. Mawika, behind her fellow Natland character. She'll dive to the lead. Mawika on the inside. Yaimiko behind her. She's now going to go to the bottom and go to the lead. You have two distinct lanes up front. 3 wide and further back in the pack here. Ooh, very close. Yaimiko tried to shut the door. Yelan on the inside. Albedo going to think about making a 3 wide for the lead. What a ballsy move here by Albedo. Dia underneath him. Ooh, contact. Further in the back, Nilu and Sino catching in the wall. Everyone's still going straight. Pretty great racing. More contact. Clorand and Nilu. Middle of 3 wide. Coming off of turn 2. Everyone's still good. Dia getting pushed by Chaska. Clorand's going to go to the bottom. Slide up. Oh, a little bit of contact. They're going to save it. Almost 4 wide. Dia out in front. Look at Jean. Oh, Clorand's going to shut the door on Jean. Clorand in second place. Dia, right now, sitting pretty out in front. All the battling's happening behind her. Mona and Eula. Nice run down the back on the bottom lane. 3 distinct lanes right now. 3 wide throughout the pack. Dia out in front. No one's being able to catch her. It's like she has a fast car here today. The long race. Ooh, contact. Eula got a little bit loose. 4 wide. Tainari. Trouble. Mona's around. Tainari. And Mona's against the wall. Caution is out. Wow, that was quick. But we saw that happening. It was 4 wide. That was not going to work. Oh, there's Venti in the back. Oh, Alhaitham looked like he spun out. What in the world happened? Let's find out. Let's take a look at the replay here. What else happened up here? Oh, looks like Mualani tried to avoid and got into Alhaitham. But what happened to Venti? Oh, there was 2 separate wrecks. There were 2 separate wrecks here. So, Farina just... Oh, it was a tight squeeze. Venti kept coming down. Oh, hard into the wall goes Venti. He was top of 3. Farina and Hu Tao were below him, and he just kept coming down and wrecked himself, basically, right there. That's what happened with him. But what happened to Mona? Look at this. It was 4 wide up for second place here. Mona, Eula, and Tainari, and then Seat Lolly on the bottom was going to make it 4 wide. And Eula squeezes up high, and there's just not enough room. Eula just squeezed Tainari and Mona gets screwed into the wall. Now let's take a look at what happened with Alhaitham and Mualani here. Where are those 2? Here. So Alhaitham, Mualani's just on the bottom, and she just never really slowed down and just turned Alhaitham. But I don't think there was any contact. Yeah, he'll be okay. So, kind of a craziness. I mean, just chaos just happened. Basically 3 different wrecks just happened. But now we can fast forward. It's a yellow flag. We can just fast forward through the yellows. And yeah, so we can just do that from here. We can accelerate, get through these yellows because that's wasting time. So Dia, Seat Lolly, Eula, Emily, and Nilu are your top 5. Everyone is still in the race. No one's out. Venti and Mona are going to get their cars fixed. They're going to be very slow, but they're still going to be racing, it looks like, for better or worse. So let's get back to the front here. Are they going green? Yep, here we go. Green flag is back out in the air. We are back racing at Chicagoland. I hit the wrong button. All right, see Lolly with some help from Eula. Trying to get past Dia. Dia's had a very fast car today. That bottom lane is definitely the preferred lane right now. See Lolly, Eula, Nilu, and Shilonen just going by Dia. Here comes Yaimiko. Oh, there goes Eula to the bottom. Trying to take the lead away from Seat Lolly. She will clear for the lead. Shilonen has a big push from Yaimiko, but will choose to stay behind Eula. Now she's going to dive to the bottom and get underneath her. Shilonen, we know she's very fast. She has those roller skates on all the time. Yaimiko, Yelan, and Raiden. Look at that. The Electro Archon, Raiden Shogun. She's working her way up to the front. Oh, if Raiden and Yaimiko can get hooked up, they can be a dangerous duo. If they want to work together. Yeah, I will go to the outside. Yelan now will take the point. Focus on Raiden here. Just 2 lanes. Oh, Raiden goes to the bottom, makes an aggressive move to take the lead of the race here at Chicagoland. Jean and Chiori behind Raiden on the bottom lane. Jean trying to get underneath Raiden. She will. Yaimiko almost wrecks Yelan, but they make it through that corner. Trying a little bit of 3 wide in the back. Arlecchino stuck in the middle, it looks like. Raiden gets wide. Yelan's going to put her 3 wide. Here comes the bottom lane. Chaska, Chiori, and Yoimiya. 3 wide now up front. If they get 4 wide, they're going to wreck, as we saw earlier. Man, that top lane is just fading. Cloran's coming back. Risley on the bottom, making a nice charge. Oh, and we have a caution. Caution out on the racetrack. What happened? Why did I back out? But we have a caution. Let's find out what it is for. We don't have to. We can stay full screen. So what is the caution for? Ooh, Emily. Oh, someone's upside down. It's Arlecchino. Holy shit, we had a massive wreck. We saw Arlecchino in the back, in the middle of a 3 wide situation. What the hell happened here? Emily is on her outside. Ito is on her inside. Let's find out what happens to Arlecchino. Ito gets up into Arlecchino, hard into the wall. Arlecchino goes flipping. Oh my god. The 4th of the Fatui Harbingers barrel rolls down the track at Chicagoland and is out of the race. Did not expect to see that. Emily has massive damage as well. Arataki Ito might have just killed Arlecchino. Holy shit, guys. That was massive. Well, that happened. Arlecchino. I mean, hey, all of these teams and these drivers, they're using their actual cars in this practice race. So Arlecchino is going to be down in her car. Her team's going to have to build a whole other new car for the season. So we can skip to this yellow. Arlecchino will officially finish 42nd. I mean, hey, it's not the actual season. Season hasn't started, so get the bad luck out of the way. But she might have a big vendetta against Ito. That's for sure. Still under yellow here. But we're going back green. Chiori in first. Yoimiya, Albedo, Chaska Jr., top 5. Let's go. Back under green. 8 laps to go in the race. Yoimiya immediately, with a great restart, dives down to the bottom. Chaska gets underneath Albedo. Will we see another crash? Or will we be racing to the checkered flag? We'll find out. Here we go. They're going to bunch up already. The aggressiveness is just going to get even higher. Chaska, Jean, Yelan leading that bottom lane. Chaska, I mean, she's used to riding her revolver high in the sky going fast, so she knows all about this. All the Notland characters do, honestly. Master Jean has a very fast car. She's always working, and she's working that wheel big time today. Yelan gets a big push from Yaimiko. 3 wide. Mid-pack. Mawika is going to dive it down into the corner. Mawika just getting like 4 spots possibly from that corner. Big push by Kutching and the Pyro Archon. Oh, she's going to slide up. Oh, makes a little contact with Yaimiko. Pushes her up the racetrack. Kutching will take the bottom lane. 3 wide for the lead. This is intense, guys. Oh my gosh. Shenhe in the 4. Where did she come from? We have not talked about Shenhe this entire race. Eula out in front. Shenhe trying to get to the bottom. Man, these pushes, these cars are just getting closer and closer. We are about to have a massive wreck, I'm afraid. But we are inching ever so closer to the end of this race. Shenhe out in front, but is being hounded by 3 wide racing, possibly 4 wide. That's not going to work. Oh, they keep it off the wall for now. They keep it straight, but this is not good. Contact. Dia into Nilou, into Xilonen. They're keeping it straight for now. Xianyun bouncing off of Mawika. 3 laps to go. Everyone still going straight. Unbelievable driving here by these characters. Ganyu is now up in front. Where did she come from? She's in the top 5 with Shenhe and Xianyun. All 3 of the Adeptus family in the top 5. Neuvillette and Dia battling for the lead. But, you know, Xianyun, Ganyu, and Shenhe want to bring this win home. Even though it's an exhibition race, they want to have bragging rights going into the season. 2 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Ganyu in first. What will Xianyun do? Ganyu slides up the track. Xianyun goes on the bottom, getting help from Zhao. The leeway characters have come to play here at the end of the race. Zhao's going to push Xianyun up the track. Almost contact. White flag. Last lap. Next flag will end the race. Yoimiya makes it 3 wide on the bottom. Getting some help from Chiori. Yoimiya from Inazuma. Driving the fairy tale car. She's going to slide up the track. Chiori's going to get a massive run. Chiori is in position here. Getting help from Zhongli and Wanderer. Coming to the checkered flag. Zhongli is going to try to force it down low. Underneath Chiori. Side by side. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Zhongli or Chiori. It's going to be Zhongli. The Geo Archon will win at Chicagoland. Unbelievable race. Zhongli with a great run. And will just barely pass Chiori for the victory. Unbelievable. And hey, if this was any indication of what the season is going to be like, guys, you're not going to want to miss it. This season is going to be special. This entire league is going to be amazing. Zhongli will win the exhibition race at Chicagoland. Awesome. What a race. The 53 car. The old man Zhongli, he's been around for a long time. He knew what to do. He kind of just stayed mid-pack the entire race. We didn't really see him up front that much, but hey, when it was time to go balls to the walls towards the end of the race, hey, he knew the finish was getting closer, so he pushed it. He got to the front, right where he needed to be on the last lap, and won the race. So congratulations to Zhongli. Chiori second, Wanderer third, Lolly fourth, Yoimiya fifth, and then Zhao, Yelan, Jianyu, Nuvalet, Kuching round out your top 10. With like 2 laps to go, Jianyu, Kuching, and Ganyu were like all in the top 5, and only 2 of them finished in the top 10. That's crazy. See the margin of victory there. Arlecchino out, Venti and Emily, Mona and Alhaitham all had damaged race cars. What a crazy race. I hope you all enjoyed. But yeah, this was the I guess you could say the clash. That was the exhibition race. So the next episode will be the Daytona 500. Who will win? Place your bets because it's anyone's race, and it will be the start of a new season, or season 1, I guess, of the Genshin Impact League in NR 2003. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.